Hello, and welcome back to Firmed Fridays. I'm Jack, as always.
And I'm Max.
And this is episode 5 of Firmed Fridays, where we talk about sneaker updates, tell some funny jokes, and some silly stories.
Stories.
That's the kind of intro I've gone for now.
Yeah, I don't know. That's your thing. You know what to say.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I seem to just say the same thing, but I'm okay with that.
Well, that's just what it is, though, isn't
I'm okay with that. We're here to just give you the update on what's been going on in the sneaker world is the main idea.
Yeah.
In all honesty, it's been a fairly quiet week, but we have got some stuff to say, some stuff to show.
Yeah.
And a few bits to go through. But as we always like to start these sessions.
How are you?
How? I'm okay. I'm good this week.
Yeah.
Been doing a lot of work for the brand, for Firmed Fridays. Been trying to put together this Firmed gift guide, which we'll talk about in an upcoming episode. Been chatting to a few other brands to get some discount codes for everyone. You know, help everyone out. Which has been quite fun actually. Yeah. Chatting to other people about what they're doing and
it's always good to hear, isn't it?
No, absolutely.
People being creative and whatnot.
Yeah,
it's always nice.
I love people doing their own thing and getting creative and stuff like that. How are you?
I'm good.
All week.
Good. I had a curry on Sunday.
Curry on Sunday.
Class. I think curry or Indian for me. Mm-hmm. If I was to have any takeaway for the rest of my life, that'd be it.
Mm-hmm. And you've started. I completely agree.
I think an Indian and a Chinese is quite similar for some reason. I think that them two are always put in the same bracket, right? But
takeaway.
Yeah, but I think a Chinese can probably kill me off.
Well, I think the thing with Chinese takeaway is I don't know what I want. Yeah, and I don't have a thing. Because I'll just be like, I'll have sweet and sour chicken balls.
Why don't you get the omelette?
What are you talking about?
As if they do an omelette.
But you've started documenting your week a little bit more, haven't you?
Yeah. So I've got a personal TikTok where I just start putting videos up. I feel like it helps me keep consistent with what I'm doing. And also, I think I'd like to push this. Yeah. I'd like to push Firmed. And
you're doing a little bit of behind the scenes Firmed as well, aren't you? There's been a few little spots in there.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Filming videos and stuff like that in my room.
Yeah. And of course you do a little bit of reselling.
Yeah, I do.
Which is
guilty.
Which is quite like you don't usually get to look behind the curtain of that.
No.
Too much. It's quite interesting. So everyone follow Max on TikTok. What's your TikTok thing?
It's Max_Mackenzie1.
I don't think it was that.
No, I don't know what it is. But it's one of them where
M Mackenzie.
I don't know, but it's one of them where you make the TikTok account just to have a look at videos and send them to your mates. And then all of a sudden you start posting...
What's it become?
Start posting videos and you've got a really generic name.
Oh no, you're right. It's Max_Mackenzie1. But when you click on it, it's M Mackenzie. So either of those will do.
I don't know how TikTok works, to be fair. No. I don't know. There's 2 usernames. I don't know.
But if you want to have a peek behind the curtain of what Max is doing and what we get up to when we film these as well, go for it. Mm-hmm. Max_Mackenzie1.
Classic.
Cool. Right. In terms of that, let's crack on. Let's get into the world of sneakers.
Yes.
I'll let you start. We should go through recent releases.
We're gonna do all the recent stuff, yeah.
Yeah, what's been happening the last week is always a great start to what we do.
Right. I think we should get it out of the way. April skateboard sneakers release.
And we've got some right here.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't fucking get any.
A myth. Yeah, I don't know. Because there was that whole thing where some people bought them early, and then is that where the stock went?
I don't know.
Anyway.
All I know is we were talking about them for way too long to not get a pair, and then we couldn't get a pair.
Yeah.
So,
but we've got one more chance. Flat spot on Route 1 skate shops.
Mm-hmm. Do we know when they draw?
Flat spots today. Haven't entered flat spot.
What, is that Friday or the day we're recording?
What's that, sorry?
Are they drawing on Friday?
So yeah, they've been and gone by the time this goes up. I think Yes, the winners will be getting drawn on Friday for Route 1.
So who knows? Maybe by the time this goes live, we'll have got some.
Absolutely not. But
maybe not.
probably not. That's like you're desperate when you're relying on the skate stars.
I apologise to anyone who really wanted to see them.
Yeah.
Because I was really excited to see them as well.
I did. But
we were talking about for like 2 weeks. 3 weeks maybe. And they would have gone in here, in the Soul Cube. Because as we say every week, we commit a pair to the Soul Cube.
Yeah, but it's been a rough one. We've taken a few L's, but that's just what it's all about.
We tried though. We tried. They went. Yeah, I don't think there was many pairs on sneakers. We tried as hard as we could to get one, and it just wasn't happening.
Not a chance.
You know, that's the world we live in. That's why we're here to talk about these kind of things, right?
Yeah.
Because we are human and we take L's too.
Yeah, it's something that we can all relate on, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so this kind of links to, can't remember what episode it was, but we got asked about Supreme hype and stuff like that.
We did, yeah.
And Supreme basketball mini hoop released last Thursday. I really wanted it. Don't know why. I don't know what we were going to do with it, but I mean, there was a lot of hype. There was a lot of hype behind that. I think people are selling it for
this was such a rogue thing, right? When we had our little production meeting and this was included on the list of stuff to talk about, I was just like, yeah.
I mean, it's something that takes...
You're right. I think, it would look sick in here. But...
Yeah, it would look good, wouldn't it? But I think it just kind of maybe refers back to that question that we got asked.
No, you're absolutely right.
People are still sort of...
That was asked by Ethan in episode 1 or 2.
I think it was 2.
It might have been 2.
I reckon it was 2. But yeah, it sort of links back to that. Supreme hype is definitely still there. Money to be made as well if you want to try. Anyway,
it was a mini basketball hoop.
Yeah.
How much was it, the retail?
75 or something like that.
Yeah, and you tried to get one.
I tried to get one, didn't work. I blame my bank. I think Starling is just shit.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think it was fast enough.
Okay.
But I mean, I was on it. Cart, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and that's the thing with like these Supreme accessories. I really wanted the one Supreme like thing that's not clothing or anything that I really want more than anything is the Mortal Kombat cabinet, like the arcade machine. They made an arcade machine in conjunction with Mortal Kombat.
Really?
Yeah, and it was class, and I really wanted it.
When was that?
Probably 2020 or 2019, end of 2019, 2020, something like that.
That's crazy.
But I really want that. I think they've got some in some like resale stores and hype stores and stuff like that.
Oh God, I'd love to see one.
If there was kind of one accessory for Supreme that you'd have, do you know what you'd get? First guess. Don't think about it too much. Obviously, you went for the basketball.
Supreme accessory. Maybe the teddy bear.
The teddy bear.
The teddy bear. You know the one with the hoodie and the BOGO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
That's
not?
Fair enough. We've gone both ends of the spectrum.
They do weapons as well, but I don't think I want one of them.
They do weapons?
Didn't they have like an axe or something like that?
I don't know if they were weapons.
Well.
Because they did like a crowbar and maybe an axe and like a maybe Swiss Army knife as well.
That's just the first thing that comes to my head when I think of crowbars, just weapons.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Anyway.
But yeah, Max took another L for us this week.
Yeah.
In the...
Anytime.
Yeah, we'll get that.
It would have been cool to show off. I don't know. I think it was quite cool, but yeah. And then...
What else we had?
Adidas House Studios collaboration.
Yeah, this was...
I can't remember what day it was. But, I don't know. Interesting. 300 pairs worldwide.
I was going to say that.
I think it's worldwide. That's super limited when it comes to... That's just something in itself, really. Isn't it? 300 pairs. I don't really know what House Studios are. I think they're just some sort of... Just a brand, really, aren't they? I think... Are they Australian-based?
No idea.
I think they're Australian-based. Anyway, that happened. And then... I mean, there wasn't too much other than a Nocta Air Force 1 release.
So there was a re-release of the Nocta Air Force 1s.
Interesting.
Which... We didn't get the restock, right? But with the fact that we took an L on the April skateboards, we thought you've got a personal pair.
I've got a personal pair. So we're
going to bring them out. We'll show them off because it's recent and it's relevant.
It is relevant.
And it's something for a thumbnail as well.
There we go.
You know what? Before you open them,
yeah,
class box. I like it.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it does the job.
Bit dirty, but yeah, nice.
These are a personal pair, so don't watch it too much.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Nike Air Force One says "Love You Forever" on the top.
Yeah.
What was the? They came out at the same time as an album, didn't they?
Well, they were supposed to. They were supposed to come out with a Certified Lover Boy album.
Yeah.
They never did. A few reasons for that. Should we get them out and have a look?
Do you know what the reasons are?
I do.
Right, cool.
Let's do it. They're a bit dirty.
These are a used pair.
Well, I think
from Max.
Yeah, they were worse than this. It's just the bottom, and it's a white shoe. It's whatever in it. So
you know the drill. This is an Air Force One. We've got the Love You
Love
Forever.
You Forever. That's it.
Love You Forever on the
Let's
side.
have a look at the back of yours.
Class.
Yeah, and then there's the Nocta branding on the back on this one.
Feel close. That's Nike.
Closer.
That's
Nocta. Can you see that? Obviously come with
I nearly
the blue.
them.
You don't want to do that. Blue beads as well that you can put on the laces.
So the blue beads actually have letters on.
Yeah.
And you can spell whatever you want, whether it's the word firmed or like your girlfriend's name or anything like that.
Who'd do that?
You could if you wanted to.
Yeah. Anyway, who'd do that? What a weirdo. Right. So
what I think about these?
Yeah, go on.
Obviously, they restocked today. Today.
Last Friday.
The retail price.
Retail price was £145.
145 quid. Which
that's steep.
It's like Drake tax.
Yeah, that's super steep for an Air Force One. I mean, I think when they initially released, when I got a pair, were they like 125?
Yeah, they weren't bad. You could get them in size as well.
Which I mean, I don't know what's a normal pair of Air Force Ones. Maybe 100 quid, £110, right? But
yeah.
with these sort of collabs, maybe. Well,
it's Drake tax.
Yeah, but the quality's better. There's more premium leather, nice on the inside.
Guess.
I think that might be what you're paying for, but also the Drake tax as well, you know. But
I really like they have these really nice metal aglets on them.
Yeah, that's the second lace that you can't put the beads on. So they came with two pairs, just a standard white pair of laces.
Yeah.
Which are here. And these are the second pair. I put these on when I went on holiday.
You can put the beads on.
Yeah.
Nice, right.
Yeah, so you can't put the beads on this one, but you got the little metal tabs at the end. Quite heavy for it.
Yeah.
You can feel them bounce around. But anyway, so there was delays for this shoe when it first released, and that's because, or one of the reasons, is because you see on the bottom there's little hearts here.
Oh, yeah.
They're all little hearts, and Nike were almost unable to do that. It was almost impossible to make.
Really?
I think, yeah, there might have been other reasons as well why they were delayed, but
they're on the back as well.
Yeah. It's that little detail that Nike struggled with, I believe, and they couldn't. Well, they struggled to make it. So they almost never existed, I think, for that reason as well.
No, fair enough.
Which is quite cool, but
fair enough. I mean, I've seen in the past. When did these come out originally? Right, it's this year, wasn't it? Or was it last year?
Yeah, it was around January, wasn't it?
Maybe something like that, right?
January, February.
So these came out. We also saw another pair of like Air Forces from like Travis as Utopia ones.
And they were just a standard Air Force as well.
They were just
premium leather.
It was just.
They were terrible.
These are nice. These are class. They are an Air Force.
Yeah.
It's one of those if you know you know pairs because they're not Drake. Like Nocta's not Drake unless you know it's Drake.
Yeah, that's
you know. Nice.
Yeah, I personally love Air Force Ones, and I like Drake, and I like the premium leather Air Force Ones as well.
Yeah, they're class.
They're quite smart. Anyway, it's relevant. It's cool. Shall we?
Yeah, I'd assume they're still in stock in a few places as well.
Yeah, I think sneakers 100% because they're £145. Other places you could use uni days and discount codes.
Yeah, you can get discounts.
You could have got them for like 120. So I don't know why sneakers would want to up the price on their platform, but then just allow discounts on other platforms. Are there new pairs? That have been made and the manufacturing's gone up?
Who knows?
Anyway, we know where they're going.
Obviously, these are the most recent pair we could get in. There is so many pairs I really wanted to put in this box, which I'll get into later. But these are the ones we can have in hand. So we're going to commit them to the Soul Cube as a sneaker of the week.
As you do.
As you do. As with Soul Cube, this is plug time. We store our shoes in here. It's the ultimate sneaker storage. This is the same Soul Cube. And you've watched us put probably 5 or 6 pairs of shoes in there now. And it's the same one. There's no fraying, there's no marks, there's no anything.
It's all good.
Like, this is the best shit you can buy for storing for storing stuff. They just finished their Black Friday sale, but it's all right because we've got our own discount code. So if you want money off and save some money on the ultimate sneaker storage, you just go to soulcube.co.uk and you use the code FIRMED, and that'll knock some money off. We do always put the link in the description of the videos.
Yeah.
You can find it on the link tree on our Instagram as well. It's everywhere. We're not trying to hide it. Save yourself some money and support our podcast whilst doing it. So, Sneaker of the Week. It's not what I wanted in there, but it's a pair of,
I agree,
it's a pair of all white Air Force Ones.
Even if it is my own personal pair, I would have much preferred some Nike SBs.
So maybe some April Skateboard Nike
maybe,
SBs.
Maybe.
Next, I think there's a few bits of news I want to crack on with.
Let's do it.
I mean, the main one that I want to talk about this week, it's been 2 years since Virgil Abloh died.
Yeah.
Which I only really realised on the day. It was on Monday or Tuesday was the anniversary.
That's crazy, man.
Let me just double check. I've got some notes. There's just some bits I want to talk about. Stuff that I didn't even realise.
Yeah.
About the guy. But it was November 28th. So we're talking...
Yesterday.
Tuesday. Not yesterday.
Well,
today's technically Friday.
Today is technically Friday, but yeah.
So, I mean, assume if you're watching this podcast, you know who Virgil Abloh is, right? I'm not going to baby you into that. But CEO of Off-White, artistic director of Louis Vuitton since 2018. That's now been taken over by Pharrell.
Yeah.
He worked a lot with Kanye West. He did loads. He did loads of stuff which kind of blended high fashion with kind of the ground level, streetwear and fashion and what was going on. There's a few bits that people just didn't know he did, right?
Yeah.
So he was the artistic director for Watch the Throne, the Kanye West and Jay-Z album.
Really?
He was the artistic director for that. He's Grammy nominated. I think he won it for that album, right?
That's crazy.
He worked with A$AP Rocky, Lil Uzi Vert, Takashi Murakami. He collaborated a lot with, who we spoke about on a previous episode, as well as doing collaborations with the luggage company Rimowa,
Rimowa,
IKEA, which everyone really knows about.
Yeah.
Those IKEA rugs that
they're
are kind of everywhere.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a minute just to kind of think about that, right?
Yeah.
About who he was and what he did, because I think it's really important to remember people like that.
Absolutely.
And just appreciate the time that they put into art. And we appreciate, a lot of stuff that was going on. Like, the stuff that I was finding out about him when I was reading, just so we can kind of talk about it on the podcast, like, his initial background wasn't even in fashion. He did he did a master's degree in architecture. He was an architect.
Well, I mean, do you not find, obviously they're not the same, architecture and fashion is not the same, but do you not think sort of design and all that all that
100%.
kind of super embedded in his work,
100%,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
just having an eye for stuff.
Yeah.
But
crazy,
for him to go from that to being the creative director of Louis Vuitton, whilst also founding and becoming the CEO of another high fashion house, Off-White, that he founded in Milan, I think it's incredible. A lot of people don't know as well that him and Kanye West were on an internship program at Fendi.
The what? They had an internship?
Kanye West and Virgil Abloh were interns at Fendi in 2009.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then
crazy.
Virgil went on to be creative. I think he was like a creative director of Donda, like the company Donda, like the creative agency like Kanye owns.
That's crazy, man. Loads of stuff that I you know way much about him than I do, but
yeah, man. I mean, I've looked into it, right? I think it's important to find out about these people if I'm going to talk about them. That was what I thought.
Course,
I don't just want to start spouting random stuff, but he died in 2021 from a rare type of cancer, and it kind of came out of nowhere. He hid it. He didn't tell anyone.
Yeah. It was super spontaneous.
Which is rough.
Spontaneous,
but in honour of that, in honour of Virgil Abloh, we just kind of want to talk about some Off-White shoes that went down. Like, everyone knows about Off-White shoes.
Yeah, they're like
right.
They're just like art, really, aren't they? I think when they originally, I think the first ones was the 10, wasn't it? There was all they released just 10, all like deconstructed.
There was like Chicago's, Prestos.
Yeah.
They were those were the biggest ones.
Yeah,
the
Jordan
Prestos
ones
and,
really nice.
and the Prestos.
Yeah, it's crazy how, like, other than them Prestos, what other Presto really do you talk about? I think there was like there was some like acronym Presto, but I mean, that, like, I wouldn't wear a pair of Prestos, but I'd definitely wear them.
No. Well, that's it.
And
that was, I guess, the point of it. Just reconstructing it and making it something else. And not that no one liked Prestos before then, but it certainly made them a thing.
Yeah, way more.
There was the black ones with the. They were like bone coloured.
Yeah.
Around the edge. There was all black ones and all white ones as well, but the ones that were most significant was the ones from the 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
There were some Blazers as well.
Yeah.
I think some Air Max 90s. I don't know if they were part of the 10.
Yeah, there was 90s. There was Vapor Max.
And there was Vapor Max as well.
Yeah.
It's so mad.
It's hard to choose your favourite.
It certainly is. I've got a few favourites. The 4s. Yeah. The old cream 4s were incredible.
Yeah, I think they might be a lot of people's favourites.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the gonna sneeze. No, I really like the Vapor Maxes and the Prestos, which is weird because I've never worn a pair. Never really liked the shoe itself. Well, that's not that I've disliked it, but you know what I mean. It's something that I wouldn't really gravitate towards. But these ones, I just think they're super nice. Yeah. I'd really like a pair of them. But
did you know he did a pair of Mercurials as well?
What, football boots?
Football boots. In 2018, he did some orange Mercurials. And there's actually a picture of Mbappe holding a pair that say like Virgil was here on. And they're class. He did everything. You know what? It's a bit of a rogue one for me, but I really liked the Air Max 90s.
Yeah, because you're not a 90s guy.
Not really. No.
Yeah, the 90s are really nice.
But the colour, like, I don't know what it is. I just really liked them.
Yeah, nice, man.
Yeah, we could talk about this for hours about what he did and like all the stuff that was made for it.
Yeah.
But
I think there's still some Off-White Nike releases now in there, but it's always them Air Force 1 mids with the spikes on the bottom. I don't know about the spikes, but
no, they're not for me. They're certainly not. They're more like high fashion kind of ones. I feel like they kind of go into that really out there realm. But I'd love to own a pair of any of them. I mean, I'm probably going to grab some to show off at some point on the podcast because I'm gonna borrow some. Because I know some people with some.
We're not going to buy them.
We're not going to buy them. But I know some people with them will happily lend us some. I'll probably look at the Converse as well, which is a bit of a far cry from Nike, but they do like the vulcanized. The vulcanized rubber Converse, which I think are amazing.
Yeah.
And even on our page, like one of the very first pieces of content we made was on some rubber dunks.
Yes.
They're the vulcanized rubber ones, I think. But we did a little reel on rubber dunks. Yeah. Which is definitely something.
Yeah.
But I think they're class as well.
I think the rubber dunks look like Air Forces, don't you?
They're chunky. Yeah, they're really chunky. But saying that, a lot of the Air Forces, like the Volts, I think some Brooklyn. There was some Complex Cons as well.
There's been a lot of Complex Con exclusives.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Green.
A lot of the Air Forces were good because they really changed the material.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just here's some leather. It was maybe it was all kinds of different stuff, right? But what I really wanted this week was to be able to put a pair in here. It just hasn't been possible. Yeah. Obviously, we could have had the April skateboards. We could have had the Off-Whites. But any Off-White pair could have gone in this box.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is what it is. But we thank Virgil for his contributions
Rest in peace, Virgil.
To what we do. Rest in peace, Virgil, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
The next news story that we've kind of got going on it's a little bit of a weird one. It's a little bit out there. Like, it's a different than we usually talk about. Funnily enough...
Yeah.
It's another baby shoe my girlfriend sent me.
we love baby shoes.
Yeah, sure. It's from Mischief, actually, and they're not really baby shoes. But Mischief are the guys who do the big red boots, and they did those trading cards, and they do all sorts.
They did them, oh God. They did them Lil Nas X.
They did.
With the blood in.
So they're
super controversial.
a Brooklyn-based I guess kind of it's like art. It's like modern art. It's also like pranks and just society bending stuff.
Yeah.
But they're doing the super babies.
Okay.
So Mischief's idea for these is that they are a shoe, which are based on like just big chunky baby shoes, right? So they got.
Is that them?
That's them, yeah. So they come in
Alright.
3 different colourways. There is the Oscar, the Olivia, and the Oliver. Hang on,
these
check my
ones.
notes. That's the ones.
They look like.
So there's the 1 second.
What are they called, man?
They look like Puma RSXs.
Them pink.
So they do the Ollie.
They
The
look like
Oscar.
Lily Kelly's, bro.
I've tried to say this 4 times, bro. Just wait. They've done the Ollies, the Oscars, and the Olivias. And they got Lana Rhodes to preview them. I don't know who that is. I don't have a clue. I don't know who Lana Rhodes is at all. No idea. But yeah, they've debuted them. They're big, chunky rubber shoes, which...
Look
You
like
know
Lily-
what?
They look like Lily Kelly's, bro.
Yeah, the pink ones. They
well, they-
look like Lely Kelly.
That's just what came to mind.
But saying that, they are based on kids' shoes. So...
I mean,
yeah, you know what? We'll go with the Lily Kelly thing. They're big. They've got like Mischief written on the bottom. Mischief have been doing like some crazy things in the streetwear kind of area, right? And the sneaker area.
yeah.
So like you say, the Lil Nas X shoes, which
$250.
you're just going through all my notes page. So I'm getting really sick of you already.
Yeah, there's a little
you're just reading off my notes.
They're just little Nas. Them little.
They did the Lil Nas X 97s.
Yes, the 97.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they got really culty and stuff. And
Yeah, there's a bit.
went for Satan. They did those big red boots and the big black boots. They
And
did
the big yellow Crocs.
big yellow Crocs as well. One of the most recent ones is it's like an original pair really. It's the Gob Stompers.
The Gobstompers, I know.
Yeah, so they've got a shoe where it's kind of different layers beneath it. So
Alright.
as it wears away, it goes into different colours, things like that. But one of the ones which I didn't realise they did was they collaborated with Reebok on like a new take on the Reebok pumps.
Okay.
So we're both a little bit too young to really remember these, right? But Reebok pumps, they had a pump on the tongue, so you could pump them up, they get a bit tighter. I think they were quite dangerous. I think everyone used to say they exploded and stuff like that. But Mischief released one which had 9 pumps all over them. And the main reason they did it is because apparently Reebok went, no, when they pitched it, Reebok were like, no, it can't be done. It can't be done. There's no way it can be done.
But they did it.
But they just did it anyway. Go on the Mischief website. Go on the Mischief website, scroll down to the bottom. They've got a massive list of just everyone they've worked with. Another one is they made some Birkenstock like sandals, but they ripped apart Birkin bags to make them.
That's a bit mental.
Yeah. So they're like 40 grand for these
Oh my
Birkenstocks because
God.
they're made from a bag.
Oh my god, that is crazy, man.
But yeah, they're made of leather, mesh, and rubber.
Oh my god. No way.
Let's make them for adults who can appreciate them properly. Seasons turn and chunky shoes get chunkier.
What
Is
are they
the official.
things?
Yeah.
My god. That's
But
cool.
yeah, keep an eye on Mischief. The new Gob Stompers you get like a Dremel with, so you can kind of just mow down the layers of the shoe yourself.
That's crazy.
So
They're
if you want
crazy,
to do
man.
that.
There's a lot of. I don't really keep up with Mischief,
No, I just seen it.
but you know, every time you do it, it's always something.
It's always something
Super
but,
crazy.
you know, they stay really relevant, don't they?
Well,
I think
that's
one of the
the
things they
thing.
did was there's a car. They brought a car out, right? Here's a car. Don't know what car it is, can't remember. And they gave loads of people who bought them a key. So all these people have a key for the car.
What, the same one?
The same car. So if they find it, they can just get in and drive it whenever they want. So there's someone out there who's got it now, and then maybe at some point someone else will just be driving it and whatever.
Oh my
I can't remember the exact kind of what's gone on with it, but yeah, so that's a bit mental as well. Yeah, that's it. Is it Chrysler?
Oh my god, something like that.
There's thousands of
Yeah,
key
it
holders.
is. Yeah.
They're crazy. But I love stuff like that.
Yeah,
I love stuff.
That's cool.
That's
mad.
That's it for the news, really. We mentioned it last week, but we got a little bit of a better look at the Powerpuff.
But the first look official images came out
of the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, that was today.
We're expecting them on sneakers. Really, it's not today, is it?
No, it's on the 14th. It's next
No,
week.
you keep saying today, but it's Friday.
When did I say
this
that?
is Friday.
When did I say
today? They came out today.
They came out.
It's not. It's Friday today when people watch.
Yeah, they released the first look pictures released on Wednesday.
I feel like this has been a bit of a chaotic podcast, but we're doing okay.
No, I think it's been all right, man.
Yeah, those first looks are great.
Yeah, the first looks are cool, man. Nothing else news wise.
Not a lot else news wise, to be honest. The season is kind of ending. Everything's been a bit more like retrospective, so looking back on what's happened this year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We've got some ideas. We got we can look back and do the top 10 best sneakers of the year.
We certainly can.
That'll be coming soon.
Yeah, we'll try and produce that as well as we can. But yeah, that's an idea for the end of the year. So probably the last episode of the last Firm Fridays of the year, which I think is the 29th.
It's the 29th, isn't it?
We're going to do Sneaker of the Year, and we're going to have different categories. So if anyone wants to submit a category, I'll put a poll on the Instagram.
Oh, so what, like when you say different categories, what do you...
like best underdog.
Okay, right, yeah,
okay. Best overall. Best, just all kinds, right? So if anyone wants to submit a category, go ahead.
Yeah, man.
And that'll be on the 29th, so we've got a while to do it. Final just bit of news. I'm still working on the firm gift guide.
Yeah.
We now, the first thing I've managed to do, right, is secure everyone who's a firmed watcher and listener a discount code for a clothing company named 43 Family. Now, some of their pieces are really nice.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Absolutely. I'm wearing their cargos right now. I'm not going to stand up, but I'll put a picture on the screen of what they look like.
Yeah.
And they're super comfy.
Yeah, super nice.
I've been wearing them all day and not really consciously wearing them.
I really want a few pieces from there. I'm thinking a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Should we get a t-shirt on?
I think we should get a t-shirt on for next week for the gift guide. They have a really nice t-shirt. It's like Never Leave a Brother Behind. I really like that one.
Yeah, that's nice.
But I've managed to get everyone a discount in preparation for Christmas and to support the guys at 43 Family because they've been super chill with us. So 43family.co.uk, I believe it is. I'll double check that in a second. But if you go to 43 Family, go to the website, and the prices are already really good.
Yeah, they're already really good.
The t-shirts are, I think, $24.95 at the minute. The cargos are about the same price, and they are really good pricing.
That's a good price.
And we've got a discount as well. So use code FIRMED at checkout. I'll drop the link down below. Please genuinely go check them out, whether you go through and buy anything or not. Yeah. It's a really great band to follow. Hit them up on Instagram and go from there.
Yeah, man.
There'll be more. I'm really happy with the work we're doing with other brands, and I want to give people a bit of a platform to talk on here as well if we can. So we'll figure that out in the future if we can get anyone from 43 on or anyone from Soul Cube on. Even if it's just a little segment we can cut away to at some point. I think that'll be class.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's always good to, they support us, we support them,
100%, man. 100%. I really enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
It gives us a bit of a purpose, and I genuinely... Obviously, using those discount codes supports the podcast. It lets us do this every week. But also it gives you a discount on some really great products like Soul Cube, like the clothing from 43 Family. Cool.
So, I mean, maybe this would have been a longer podcast if we had more shoes to show off and stuff like that. It's one of them, innit? But should we talk about what's upcoming?
Let's look at what's coming up next.
Let me have a look. Right.
So, some Mac attacks?
Yeah, so the Mac attacks released on Monday, but this Saturday, the day after this pod goes out, got that right, the Travis Scott Nike Mac attacks are releasing on sneakers.
That's mental.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like that came out of nowhere. I only just saw that the other day that I don't think they've loaded up on sneakers.
Well, the thing is, they did all the promo for this months ago.
It was a while ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
What's the guy's name? John
McEnroe.
John McEnroe. Because they had, excuse me, they had pictures of John McEnroe and Travis just together, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And that
and was the advert was funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Tennis, wasn't it?
And that happened ages ago.
Yeah.
But we're finally seeing them.
We're finally seeing them. They're going to be releasing in the OG colourway. That's the pair that also released on Monday.
The grey and black,
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
like
I
a grey
love
and,
that, you know.
it's a grey and black. Won't be surprised if they did more.
No, of course.
You know, but the 2nd of December, sneakers release. I'd love to get a pair of them in.
Yeah.
We haven't got a pair of Travis shoes. Well, we had the Black Phantoms.
We had some Black Phantoms at one
But
point.
they were like the toddler ones or preschool ones, whatever they were.
They were either preschool or younger than preschool. Whatever. They were tiny ones.
Yeah, so not really a proper one. We also got the time where we got exclusive access on an account for the olive Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And we didn't know.
And I missed it.
We didn't know.
When we were running like multiple accounts trying to bot and stuff.
Yeah, that was a stinker.
That's actually my bad, and I'll take full responsibility for that.
Yeah, but, you know, I think...
It wasn't meant to be.
No, it wasn't meant to be. I'd love to get a Travis Scott shoe. Well, I mean, we had the Black Phantoms, but not...
That will probably go down as like one of the biggest losses of our sneaker careers.
Yeah, I know.
Not being able to get those.
I know, because I was just looking through and just saw that we had exclusive access, and I was like, oh no, terrible.
Sorry.
Anyway, so the Travis Scott Mac Attacks, 2nd of December.
Yeah, cool.
Moving.
So that'll be tomorrow when this comes out on Friday.
Yes.
Awesome.
So the next one, again, I don't know if they've loaded up on sneakers, but I think it is confirmed. The Jordan 3 Retro Dornbecker Hugos are releasing.
Yeah.
So Dornbecker is a children's hospital, and through this, they've had a few. They've done a few collaborations. They've done a few shoes, and throughout all of that, they've managed to raise $31 million for the children's hospital.
Amazing.
Super cool. The shoes are also designed by the patients, which is really nice.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that bit. That's class.
So they're all designed by the patients, you know. They're always super high in demand. They're really, I don't know, maybe they're all a bit out there. They're always a bit out there. They're really experimental and stuff like that. They're similar looking to the Jordan 4s, which sell for thousands.
Really? Yeah.
When I
How
say,
many pairs have been released?
I don't know.
Yeah, man, that's
I'm not
crazy.
too sure, but I mean, they're not a similar shoe to the Jordan 4, but similar colours. Similar
No,
colours.
you're saying, yeah.
What I meant. So I think that's the same day as the Mac Attacks.
And they're on sneakers.
I don't know.
We'll find out. Yeah,
I don't know. We'll definitely find out.
Well, that's a real good thing from Nike, using the platform of sneakers to do some good, right? So if you can grab a pair, the proceeds, like a portion of the proceeds, I'd assume will go to the hospital.
Yeah,
and they've already raised 31 million.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy. That's
class that.
cool.
No,
Yeah,
really
man.
class that from Nike to continuing and crack on. Love
Absolutely,
that.
man.
Anything else? I think there was one or two
yeah.
more things. So Jordan 11 DMP Gratitude.
Yeah, so it was Tuesday. There was a shock drop.
There was a shock drop, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a shock drop.
On sneakers.
I think it was pretty easy to get your hands on them.
Yeah. I think by the time I got there, I didn't really want them anyway for me.
No. We thought about getting them in for the pod, but I think we want to try and go for something a bit bigger and better.
By the time we got there, I was just like, well, I could have them, yeah. And I was late. I was definitely late.
Yeah.
But the shock drop, we haven't seen a shock drop in a while. And I tell you
I
what,
can't remember the last one.
I haven't had a shock drop notification in a while. And
No.
I got that one.
I was supposed to... Oh, you got the notification?
I got the notification, yeah.
I don't even...
I was at work, so I was a bit late to it. But I'd never see him. Never see him.
Yeah, so the DMPs,
Mm-hmm.
the Defining Moment pack.
Nice.
They're inspired by the iconic Concorde, you know. Yeah.
They're super nice.
Yeah.
Super nice. It's just what it says on the tin, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think with 11s and stuff like that, I think we touched on it before. Maybe not quite as popular in the UK. I may be wrong.
Not massively.
They're not as popular with me and maybe yourself.
No, like they are like a basketball shoe to me. I think they are really nice, and I would have a pair, but they're so for example, you see a lot of people wearing Jordan 1s.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people wearing Jordan 4s, right? They're kind of in circulation of popular.
Yeah.
Whereas when you get to stuff like 11s, I feel like they sit like they're a little bit more niche. The people who wear them know a lot more about it.
A lot more.
You know what I mean? Like they're sneakerheads.
Yeah.
You can wear a pair of Jordan 1s and not be a sneakerhead, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Defining Moment pack. Absolutely class.
Yeah. So they're just kind of pretty much the same shoe, just a different sole as the Concords.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much. They'll be releasing next Saturday. I think it's next Saturday.
Cool. So we'll probably have an episode between now.
Yeah.
And do you mean the Saturday tomorrow or Saturday?
Next Saturday. So
cool. We'll probably have an episode. We'll remind you next week as well if you wanted to grab a pair. But it's another version of Nike, doing the reimagined stuff. Really.
It's fairly similar. It is technically a different shoe, but I don't know why. I don't know when they last did the Concords in 2018. I think
I saw a video of Ludacris wearing them.
Yeah.
And he was like floating over a basketball game. Let me just double check that because that was
really?
quite funny. Yeah, he was wearing the defining moments. Hang on. Oh, there were some. I think there were different ones. Ignore me. They were different ones. I think they were defining moments, but a different defining moment. Anyway, so
that is that for releases.
That's a lot of it for upcoming releases.
Yeah.
That's a lot of it for the podcast, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them. We didn't have shoes to show off, really. We had white Air Force ones, but there's only so much you can do with a pair of white Air Force.
But I've really enjoyed talking about the Virgil stuff, talking about the Mischief stuff. We've touched on Supreme as well. There was a lot to go off there. Upcoming for Firmed, and just telling you what we've got going on. Obviously, I've mentioned it a few times in this episode already. We've got the gift guide coming up.
Yeah.
I'm collating a bit of a list of brands that I really like, that I want to work with and go, and get people discounts for and things like that. So in the next month, we're going to be trying out some shitty products. We're going to be trying out some really good products that are sneaker related.
Absolutely.
I've got an idea to do a bit of an Amazon raid.
An Amazon raid,
to grab some shoe products, and we'll review them over the next few weeks. But good. The gift guide, when did I say?
That's the 8th.
We'll start the gift guide on the 8th, which is not next week's episode, the week after. I'll have a full list of everyone, but even on the stories and stuff, because we say a lot on there, we go for a lot. And then on the 29th.
29th, we've got the award for the top 10 sneakers of the year.
We're going to do Sneaker of the Year awards.
We'll get a structure together for that.
Absolutely.
Should we do a worst one or?
There's going to be best. There's going to be worst. There's going to be underdog. I think we'll put it to the vote, but we're going to dress up. We're going to have suits on, by the way. So I need a suit. It's a black tie event, the Sneaker of the Year.
Super serious.
But we've got a lot of stuff planned. We're on episode 5 now.
Yeah,
we've been doing this consistently. Going to keep going. Down here we've still got the Dank candles. I've still been using them. They're absolutely class. Go check them out. Soul Cube, you know the fucking drill. We've got a discount code. It's Firmed. If you want to go to soulcube.co.uk and get a discount, you can. Final thing, 43 family. I can't show the cargos, but
you have to bend over.
Look, they got 43 family. That's a logo, man. That's also my ass. So they're fucking comfy as shit.
Yeah.
But hit up 43 family. Use code Firmed. Get a discount on their already great priced products. Amazing.
Incredible.
Other than that, rest in peace, Virgil.
Absolutely, rest in peace.
And we'll see you next week.
See you later, guys.
Thanks so much.